Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rena. If you're new here, then welcome. Today we're starting with some makeup. What a lovely day outside, and I can't believe we're getting towards the holiday season so soon. I've been planning for my December special edition videos, ordering some advent calendars. I just cannot believe this year's been so fast. Anyway, we're gonna play some makeup today, and I'll try to do a good editing so it's not gonna take too long and yet still get you guys to see the application and my final thoughts on these products. Some of the products here that I've got a whole box for my full face are new product that I purchased, showed you guys in the September shopping haul. Some of my holy grail primer that I've just been missing and want to play it again. There are also products that's in my collection for a little while and I used it for a couple of times, cannot remember how I feel. I need to make a decision whether I need to get rid of them or keep them in my collection. So this is a all-in-one style makeup. First impression, shop my stash, decluttering, all that all-in-one. Without further ado, let's just get into it. And if you like today's content, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribe down below. I do have similar videos uploaded every now and then, so I'll leave some playlist somewhere and a video so you can check it out. Let's get started with some primers, shall we? The one that I said has been my holy grail is the Makeup Forever Professional Step 1 Base Radiant Primer. The one I've got here is actually their old packaging, so you know I've been having it for a long time, and I don't use it for a full face type of situation. I only use it under my eyes because it's quite yellow orangey undertone and is very nourishing. So I usually just dot it literally under my eyes to prep for my under eye concealer, because I'm using a concealer palette that I worry is going to be too dry, and it will also help me to counteract a little bit of my dark circles. So it's really good 2-in-1 product, and I've just been so missing this. I have a few concealer having quite high coverage, but it's been super dry under my eyes. I need to test it out again with this primer just to see if it will make it work, because their concealing property was really good. And then I've also got a primer here from L'Oreal Paris, which I had it for a long time but I never used it. It's the blurring primer that is silicone free formula, so I want to use this to block on my pores and look nice and smooth, and then going with my base product. Lotiony texture, feels quite moisturizing actually. So my main pores is around my cheek. I'm filming next to the window, so you'll probably hear the streets getting a lot noisier these days because the lockdown's semi-finished. I mean, are we fully finished here in Regional Victoria? Already lost, because I go to work every day as normal, so there's no difference to me. It feels very hydrating though, because it's silicone free, so you don't have that instant fake smoothing feeling, rather it's just very hydrating. Have I got a hair here? In terms of pore minimizing, I think we'll see a lot more once I actually got my foundation on. So the foundation that I've got today is a new product to me. This is the IT Cosmetics You Skin But Better foundation. Yeah, plus skincare 2-in-1. It's a water light, medium coverage, natural radiant finish, which has been out for a while. And if you watch my shopping haul, when did I got this? A few months back, at least a few months back. So I've got it in the shade 23, which is a light warm, and I did a quick swatch before I started this video, and it looks like it's a little bit too yellow for me. But don't worry, I always pick the wrong shades with my foundation, so I have something nice and handy here, which is the Australia's Matchmaker Shade Adjusting Drops. So I'm going to put them together and give it a go. This one comes within a pump bottle. I've actually watched a few reviews before I decided to buy this. Obviously not with the shade issue, because this is too dark, but I watched a few reviews and they all think it's a really beautiful foundation that feels super nice on the skins, so I definitely want to give it a go. It's totally looking dark. Even if I mix it, I think it's still a little bit on the yellowish side. We'll give it a go, and oh yeah, definitely dark. If it's not looking too bad, we'll just leave it the way it is. If it is still looking dark, then we'll just add a little bit more lightening shade. It's absolutely super runny, super lightweight. I wanted to use my brush, but I've just been loving using my beauty blenders recently all over again. So we're gonna go half-half. This side of the face, we're going to go with my beauty blender. Well, this is a beauty sponge by the company Real Techniques. This is one of their pink edition. It's got like sparkles in there as well. So I don't know, is that Galaxy collection? I got it from Priceline. Oh, just blending to the skin so effortlessly. Oh god, this is good. And then this side we'll just use the IT Cosmetics what is called foundation brush number 7. Concealing and buffing foundation brush 2-in-1. It feels good as well. Usually some of the foundation, if you use a brush, you feel a little bit hot, like you're pulling your skin. This one really doesn't. And this is a good brush, by the way, so they all contribute a little bit to the final result and experience that I'm feeling. I think my sunscreen is peeling a little bit. Yeah. And you can tell the peeling happens around my hairline. It's not to elsewhere. This is a typical situation that I have with my sunscreen. So I'm gonna use the sponge to dab it. Otherwise everything's just gonna come off. I'm leaving my neck blank, as in no color foundation, no foundation put it on. And you can probably tell the color differences. At least I can see. I think my face is darker than my neck now. But maybe because the light and everything in camera looks better. Then that's good, because I'm filming. I'm not going out today, so who cares? Wow, this is really good. It feels super nice. Let me get a mirror, have a good close look. My sunscreen is definitely peeling on the side. This is super annoying. Alright, I'm gonna fix my sunscreen and I'll be back. So, what I did was, do not have to wash my face, but I pretty much have to wipe off the area, which, that was almost the entire face. It was just really peeling off around my face, and I know it's not the primer because I didn't apply any of the primer around here, and that's all like peeling off dramatically. So if you see a little bit of like flakiness around my hairline, that's still coming from the sunscreen. I'm gonna clean it after I done my makeup, before I do my hair, but I did reapply another layer of the foundation and adding a little bit more of the lightening drop. I think that matching the shades a bit well, but just the foundation itself, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely your skin but better. This is way better than their CC cream. It's waterlight, thick, medium coverage. I think it's a light to medium. It depends how you applied it and how much you put on your skin. I'm definitely achieving a light to medium coverage now, and this is like 1.5 layer maybe, and it's got a natural radiant finish. Definitely natural, and it's a radiant but not glowing finish. And because I used a sponge, so it might diminish that glowing finish a little bit as well, but I'm super happy with this foundation so far. Moving on, let's just do my setting powder. I've got a old, not quite sure product. It's the Essence You Better Work Gym Proof Waterproof Fixing Powder. I've used it for quite a bit actually. You can probably see, and I used it once with a wet sponge, and then definitely got all hard and pan, so I just scratched all around. I think my final verdict was an okay product. So I'm gonna test it out and see how I like it. I finished the Essence other, what is it called, All About Matte fixing powder that's in my project pan. So yeah, I'm pretty happy, and I just want to see how I feel about this one. I think one of the problems is I can't pick up much of the product with my brush. Like, there is some that I picked up, but just not a lot. So what I might do is, I'm just gonna use one of these ones here. This, I just got it online randomly. I feel like pressing down, it could be the best way of doing it. That's probably why they give you a little sponge, which I just dropped. I don't think this adds on anything actually. It's just purely set the face. Speaking of waterproof, I didn't notice much, to be honest. So I think it's a very average standard Essence product, but that's not particularly goes super well with the cream. Like, it can clean other things and I think it still works fine, if that makes sense. So I'm not quite sure how long I'm going to keep this product with me, but it's definitely one of those workable products. If you are after some particular finish, I don't think this one achieves it though. So it's a matte product. Next up, let's just quickly do my brows. Nothing fancy. I'm going to use my Project Painting product, the 70 by Designer brand brow liner. I've in the shade Grey. So I've got pretty much this much left. Haha, almost finished. Very happy. Yeah, I'll do my brows and I'll be right back. My brow is all finished. It's nice and simple, nothing fancy. There is a spider outside. Let me just quickly clean it. There is a spider outside. It's like this big, but it's on the outside. How did it get up to the first floor? Moving on to contouring product, I've got this Australia's Sweet Like Chocolate Scented Bronzer. I bought this one over Christmas this year when we were on holidays. That's January, because we did do a travel vlog. The travel vlog is so funny. The most watched people are my family. My sister loving watching it, particularly during pandemic. She's just so enjoying some of the memories that we recorded. Anyway, this is their chocolate bronzer. I think I smell like something sweetie, chocolatey, but it's not chocolate. It's like, I don't know. So let's give it a go. I've never used it. I think I swatched it only. Let's see. It's kind of powdery. That's nice light shade. That's good. And it's not so heavy. Like, it's pigmented, but it's not too bad. So I think it's great for a variety of skin tones and for beginners. I think it's looking pretty good. If by any chances you think it's a little bit too hard, I just usually go back with my powder brush and just blend it even a little bit more if you want it. So that is all the bronzer, and I quite like the shade. I like how the performance, scent not so much, but it's a really good product. This one's got 9 grams in it. You can use forever pretty much. So this is a like so far. And let's move on to blushes. I forgot to do concealer. I set my face without concealing it. Ah, dang it. Do I look flawless? Is that why I forgot it? Oh my gosh. But I've already set my face, so I'm not going to worry about it. What were you thinking? I'm also just going to quickly take a MAC eyeshadow called Omega. I'm going to use this to further contouring my nose just a little bit. So this is a really good contouring shade if you're having, I guess, Asian skin tone a little bit more, because it's a little bit grayish. But yeah, let's just gonna do it without concealer. How is that ever gonna be possible? For blush, I've got one that I think I disliked it when I first used it, but we're gonna give it one more go. This is the BYS Lip and Cheek Glow. I've got in the shade Natural. I actually so want to make this one work for me. It's got really pretty colors here. I might put a little bit on my lips because my lips are a little bit chipped now. Just adding a little bit of color. What I found was the problem with this one applying on my cheek is I think it looks cakey and somehow takes away of the product underneath, which is the worst thing and it's the least thing that I want to happen on my face at the moment since I don't have a concealer. So what we're gonna do is dab a little bit on my hand and then on my fingertips and see if I can do it just gently. And then I'll use my beauty blender to blend it in. It's not too bad. Like the shade, when I look at it, it's a little bit of, I don't know, it's having a hint of pink but also a hint of orange, just a smidge. But when I applied on my cheek, I think it left it with more of that pink. And I want more of that orange to come through, or peachy color if it has any. I mean, it's not bad today. It's actually the best that I've ever applied on my face. I don't know if it has anything to do with the underlying makeup or because the weather is a lot warmer now. The product has just naturally melted a little bit better. I'll see. I think the color wise is not my favorite. Like it shows a little bit. I'm too afraid to apply more because I can see it's starting showing the texture underneath on my skin. So I might just leave it the way it is. But I've got a what is called highlighter that has a little bit of pinky shade as well, so I hope that can add a little bit more. This is the Savvy by Designer brand product as well. This is their Sweet Treats collection. It says it's a cheek frosting, and I've got in the shade Shortcake. So what we're gonna do is use a blush brush and apply this one on. I feel like this color is gonna be super pretty if it's doing a winter Christmassy look. We have summer Christmassy, so it's a little bit different, but it definitely adds on the shine and it shows that a little bit of pink a little bit better. And it can also help me set my cream blush. Ooh, that glow. Wow. I remember testing this out. I actually filmed a video, but the lighting was terrible because it was literally lightning that day and I had a thunderstorm 9 o'clock in the morning. So I delete that all the footage. But it's so pretty. Wow. This one I think it's definitely around $5 and they often have a sale pretty much very frequently throughout the year. Priceline member, they give you automatic 10% off all the time. So yeah, if you can still see this online or in store, pick it up. It's pretty. Wow, I love it. Cool. Okay, since I've already got some very shiny bling bling going on, we might just add a little bit more. Let's try this designer brand, what is called Ultimate Face Palette. This is their Christmas collection way back when I was still at school, so a few years back. This actually reminds me of one of the Revolutions palette as well, and I think they were duping for some, like, or inspired by some other brands palette. So they've got like darker shade that you can use as a bronzer. So I've got one that is almost like a matte bronzer if you like that summer breeze color, and some of the pinkish shade you can use a, like today, blush highlighter, and then some of the yellow icy shade for highlighter. What I've noticed, except the bronzer ones that are having a dark sort of shimmer to it, every other color seems to have the same shade, although they look different in the pan, but they're the same. So what we're gonna do is just test out a few. Let's grab my highlighter brush and we'll go for which one? I'm actually wanting to go for this one. So it's a, what is it, icy toned with a sparkles of browns color. My terrible description. Is it hard in pan a little bit? Oh, it's a little bit hard pan, but you can still see. It's more just that icy color that shows on my skin now. Definitely hard in pan a little bit. It's a bit tricky to get product. Let's try a different shade. I'll just go with this yellowish color. Like, who cares? This one's still picking up pretty good. Where I haven't done my highlighting part, my forehead. Woo! Oh, this is too yellow. Oh my god, what is happening? This is like shimmer banana powder. No, come on. It's not looking bad, but it's not looking good. Like this here is a bang bang, but everywhere else is just like, oh. So I think I'm just gonna say bye-bye to this palette. I think I loved it for a period of time and it really fulfilled my idea of having a highlighting ultimate face palette at the time when I owning it. So I'm not regretting. I'm happy to have it and they served a purpose at a time, but just no longer required in my collection. Thank you for your service. Next up, let's go for the eyes. I've got the Flower Beauty eyeshadow quad in the shade Petal Play. I so wanting to try this one. I actually saw Jessica Brown talk about this the other day. I'm like, yes, I knew it would be one of her shades. She liked these colors and I actually thought about her when I was getting this one online. I was like, it feels like it's one of her favorite shades and she mentioned it, so I'm really happy that I actually was right. So let's just go with a fluffier eyeshadow brush. So we're going to use this shade to cover my entire lid, and then this one outer corner, and I think I'll blend it a little bit with this one, just blend it all together, and shimmer color in my inner corner. Alright, let's go. Eyes all done. I'm absolutely loving this eyeshadow quad, especially the shimmer shade. It's just, oh my gosh, you might have to apply it for a couple layers or wet your brush or use a eyeshadow primer. I do have a lot of eyeshadow primers, but I'm not a person always remind myself to do it. So I think if you use that base, it'll probably look even better, even more stunning. But it's definitely everyday look, but it's pretty. If you like color stories like this, yeah, you won't regret it, and it's very, very affordable. It's just, I love it. The last one on the list is the lipsticks. I've got two here. One is that dark brownish color with shimmer. The other one is the more nudie color. I feel like today it's more of a nudie day, so I'm gonna go with the nude color. Can't wait to put it on without even finishing my sentence. And then see if I need to add any of the shimmery, maybe, I don't know, in the center outline. This is so creamy. Oh my gosh, creamy. Here is an absolutely everyday neutral look now. It's creamy, but it doesn't appear to emphasize my lip line, so it's good. But what I might do is just add a little bit of this, like dabbing around, see what it looks like. Definitely adding a little bit of that shimmer metallic look, but it's nothing too much because I didn't like completely apply this, cover my entire lips. But yeah, that is pretty much everything. Very, very neutral, very everyday look. The only thing that I'm not so happy about is probably just a blush, because I can tell my face is quite neutral, like, you know, it's so neutral and gentle and soft. I would like a little bit of more like blush color. That will be the best, but everything else seems to be a really good success, especially this blush highlighters. If you like something so bang and so affordable, this is a really good one. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribe to my channel. I need to do something to my hair. Oh, I need to show you this thing. I finally bought the cordless hair curler. It was on sale the other day at Maya, and it was my birthday. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. So my mom contributed a little bit for me, so thank you so much, Mom. Yeah, it's not the best that I've used so far, as in it's tricky, like you have to make sure everything's outside, and when I go to the back sometimes I can't get my direction right and I will tangle the hair. But if you read the instructions carefully, if your hair gets stuck, just pull it out immediately. Don't press the button again, it wouldn't cause one of those messy situations. So I'm still really happy that I got this, and it's gonna be perfect for a quick touch up just around the roots for a few midday like today. That's what I'm gonna do now. And yeah, don't forget to like this video if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.